Hello and welcome to today's vlog. Today I want to talk about something that happened recently in my life that was a big major change. And what is that exactly, do you ask? Losing 25 pounds. Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, hello and welcome. And if you are returning, well then welcome back. So I'm sure for a lot of people, they have had weight loss goals for a while, and while some people have been successful at reaching their goals, some people have not, or if they some people have not, or if they have, they find themselves on this roller coaster of yo-yo dieting where they will work out, eat healthy, but then still eat the same consistent foods that they have always been eating, and oftentimes not see a lot of results, not see any results. And this is kind of just what happens. And I myself was one of those people. I've always been an advocate for healthy living and healthy lifestyles and eating healthy. I've always been active, played sports. Sometimes I've been more active than at other times, but I've always been invested in living a healthy lifestyle and staying active and eating healthy. However, just because you have the intention of wanting to do something, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to achieve the results that you want. For me, I was eating healthy and working towards eating healthier and healthier, especially when I developed food sensitivities with gluten and dairy. I started eating even healthier, but I wasn't eating healthy enough because I was still consuming a lot of processed sugars and processed carbs. And this led to gut issues and overall digestion issues. And this is also the main reason why I struggled for so long to actually reach my weight loss goals, because even though I was eating healthy, I was still consuming a lot of processed carbs and sugars, which was accounting for a lot of the excess weight that I was carrying, that I was trying to lose, which I couldn't lose because I was having a hard time letting go of those snacks and treats, and I wasn't eating them in the right portions, I guess you could say, in the right quantities. I was over consuming the sugars and the complex carbs. And so the main reason why I feel I was able to lose the weight was because I was able to break the mental cycles and bad habits that I had before that led me to not reaching my goals and not breaking the cycle and just staying at the same weight. And even if I was a little bit toned or a little less bloated, I would stay at the same weight. But after this one thing happened, I was able to be consistent. And it wasn't just because of this one thing, but when this one thing happened, I realized that, oh, this is why I wasn't able to be consistent before, and this is why I wasn't reaching my goals. So the one major thing that happened to me to lose the weight permanently happened in early December of 2023. So this past December 2023, I was out of town briefly, and I actually was sick. And because I was sick, I didn't have an appetite and I barely wanted to eat anything. And as a result of this, I wasn't eating the way that I would usually, and because I wasn't at home in my normal space with my normal stores that I'm used to having access to, I wasn't buying, because I wasn't home and I wasn't in the normal space that I'm used to with the normal stores that I'm used to having access to. I wasn't buying the junk food that I would normally eat. And because I was sick, I lost my appetite, So when I did have an appetite to eat something, I only wanted to eat real food, which was different from how I would react in the past when I was sick. Whenever I was sick in the past, I would always still eat junk food and snack on junk food all the time. But at this point, I had already done a bunch of things intentionally to lead to this point, and that's why I was able to intentionally be successful with my weight loss. So let's go back to, I would say, 2022. In 2022, I fasted for the first time at the beginning of the year, and I fasted for 3 days. And in those 3 days, I was able to essentially curb my sugar cravings as to what they were before. Before, I was just so uncontrollable with the amount of sugar and carbs that I would eat. But after I did that fast, I realized, oh, I'm not craving the sugars as much as I used to. And I was like, let me see. So I tried to intentionally cut down the portions of the junk food I was eating. And then fast forward to 2023, I fasted again at the beginning of the year, and that fast was successful as well because I felt that I was getting an even better control over my cravings and more aware of what I was consuming. So essentially it was this long ongoing battle of trying to curb my junk food, and after since I can even remember, since I was probably in middle school, and then fast forward to the first fast 2022, and then the second fast beginning of 2023, and then the third fast was unintentional in December of 2023 when I got sick. But that third fast was kind of like just a major reset, to the point where I stopped craving the sugar in the quantities and portions that I was before. It's not like it was a cure, and it's not like I just stopped craving junk food altogether, but I was able to reshape my thought processes and get to the point where I started to crave real food. And because I started to crave real food, I was needing to eat real food every single day, which means I needed to cook it, which means I needed to put time aside to prepare it. And essentially this, in the quick form version of the story, is basically how I was able to lose 25 pounds. There were some other factors of how I lost the weight, and this is a result of things that I was already consistently doing before, like walking consistently every day or most days, drinking a lot of water, eating healthy, watching my portions, and then the fasting, and then also one other thing, which I would say was to deal with the emotional issues and root causes of why I started eating junk food to begin with. So yeah, that was essentially how I was able to lose 25 pounds. And because I rewired my brain into what I considered food that was actually fulfilling, I was able to be consistent with that. Here we are in mid-February 2024, and I've been able to keep the weight off. So I have definitely attributed to the consistent things that I had been doing over these last couple of months. And so I will make a video, a longer version video, or just a more detailed video about each of the steps that I did and how I did those steps and how they were effective in helping me to lose the weight. And hopefully anyone out there who's watching this, who's been struggling with weight loss or has been struggling with going up and down, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, and not being able to be consistent with the results, hopefully when they watch this, they will be a little bit motivated and to know that it is possible, and it will come. And if you're really dedicated and motivated and you just work hard at it, then it can come. And I do understand that the last fast that I did wasn't really intentional, and it essentially jump-started me, or catapulted me, propelled me to the results that I wanted. If I hadn't done all that previous work beforehand and put in all that work, I don't think I would have achieved the results that I have. And I truly believe that anyone who is setting the goal of wanting to lose weight and become healthy, or a healthier version of themselves, can achieve those goals with purely intentional practices, and intentional fasting, or intentional whatever you choose to do as your methods. It doesn't have to be unintentional, but I just wanted to tell you the truth of how it actually went down, because in that last fast, when I realized I was fasting, because my body had already been used to fasting those 2 times before, so then when I went into the fast that 3rd time, my body was able to adjust to it very easily, because I had already fasted before twice, and it was basically just a liquid fast. So I just had like juices and vegetable juice and bone broth, and I think that was pretty much it. Bone broth and just like vegetable broth and stuff like that. So, and water, lemon water, all that kind of stuff. So that was my liquid fast that I did 3 times. The 3rd time, it was effective, most effective. Not to say that the other ones weren't effective, but I think this one was a real winner for me, because I really started to see changes in my approach with my portion control and with the amount of carbs and sugars I was eating. I was replacing it a lot more with natural sugars, and I was just a lot more conscious about what I was consuming, and that really helped me to be consistent in keeping the weight off once I lost the 25 pounds. So yeah, I want to thank you. Thank you for watching today's video. If you have any questions about the journey, I will make a longer version video with more detailed explanations. But if you still had any questions in the meantime, please feel free to drop a comment below. And I look forward to hearing from you all. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please join the community. And I look forward to making more content for you guys and sharing little tips and tricks of anything that I've had that I've been successful at, as well as I'm open to hearing other people's tips and tricks for things that they have been successful at. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and stay tuned for another video coming soon. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.